It's time for the Star Fox Adventures review for the Gamecube. Star Fox Adventures was the first Star Fox game for the Gamecube. Being the predecessor to Star Fox 64, people assumed what they would find in Adventures. What they got was something a little different. The story is about how a fox girl, Crystal, has gone to Dinosaur Planet in search of a distress signal. Along the way, she encounters General Scales, who basically tells her he is the one causing the mayhem. After she escapes his clutches, she ends up at a palace where she is eventually trapped in a crystal-type thing. The scene then changes to Fox and his crew. General Pepper comes on and, well, I'll let him tell you.
You are approaching Dinosaur Planet, an ancient world on the edge of the Lilat system. As you will see, chunks of the planet have been torn from its surface. It's your job to get them back.
Before you can reach Dinosaur Planet, you will have to fly through a barrage of asteroids, mines, and a gold ring to get there. Looks like the Star Fox we all know, right? Well, this joyride doesn't last for long, because when you land on the planet, you have to play as Fox on foot, and so your journey begins. Almost immediately, Fox will find a mysterious staff. When he picks it up, a recording of Crystal will come on, explaining how to use it, because instead of Fox's blaster, this is his primary, well, only weapon. As you go through, you will eventually find Tricky, the prince of the Earthwalker tribe. He will stay with you throughout the majority of the game. Although he can be quite annoying, he is very helpful and actually essential to your mission. You can give him certain commands which will help you find hidden items and pathways, as well as other helpful commands. Tricky won't be able to help you out if he's hungry. That's why you need to feed him on occasion so you can progress through the game. Fox's staff is heavily used for melee combat. When you encounter an enemy, the game will auto-lock onto it, making engaging an enemy very easy. However, the melee combat, in my opinion, is just dull. Sure, Fox can perform a few fancy-looking moves with his staff, which do look pretty cool, but only after a short while does the fighting become pretty boring. Now, the staff is not only used for combat, it can also be upgraded with special techniques which can be used for puzzle solving, as well as combat, but the majority is for puzzle solving. The gameplay of Adventures is very similar to a Zelda game, fighting off enemies, going through dungeon-esque environments, solving puzzles, and battling bosses. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just that it isn't what Star Fox fans were expecting. Personally, I really don't care that the genre was changed up. This is a pretty fun action-adventure game. The graphics are awesome. The developers really paid attention to detail and color. All of the environments look great. The controls are virtually perfect. There's nothing too complex about it. Move with the analog stick, interact and attack with the A button, and control your inventory with the C stick. I guess the only problem I had with the controls was that when you were aiming at something with your staff, the position of the crosshair would want to move back to the center of the screen, which would make aiming kind of a pain, but everything else was fine. These next couple of things aren't really downsides, but more of just plain annoying. First of all, the language the dinosaurs speak just sounds stupid. In the game's manual, it shows you how to rearrange the letters from English to Dino. Creative? Yes. Ridiculous sounding? Definitely. The major thing that makes it sound ridiculous is that when spoken, the proper nouns of the sentences are kept in English. Here, just take a listen.
No lurud no karu ve uwe moje Prince Tricky keog rud suf kehod ro keo sharp claws ut kubod ki ice mountain.
And the other super annoying thing about this game is that every time you find a new item, this would happen. Oh, and also, it's not just every time you find a new item, it's also every time you open up a container with your staff to obtain an item, regardless if it was new or not. Every time! Unbelievably annoying and stupid. Now remember, these aren't downsides because they don't affect the gameplay, but... Ugh.
Where is my pencil? Oh, there it is.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Oh no! 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 You're dying! No! Thank you!
There are some times where you'll get to pilot a hover vehicle, which is one of the most fun times in the game. I just wish there were more of them. Since the planet is broken up into pieces, you will have to travel in your R-Wing to get there. The vast majority of the game is on foot, but when you get to pilot in your R-Wing, it's very fun. Star Fox Adventures is a great game. Awesome graphics, virtually perfect controls, completing the game takes hours to do, and it's just overall fun. The only downsides were 1, aiming with your staff can become a pain, as it would basically fight with you to go back to the center of the screen. 2, the voice acting was too over the top at some points, and 3, I found the melee combat system to be really dull. But overall, it is still fun. It may not be the Star Fox everyone was expecting it to be, but that shouldn't matter, as I think you should just appreciate it for what it is, not complain about what it isn't, and it is a great action-adventure game. This game gets a 4 out of 5 with the title of Awesome.